Aloha, nirashaimase. Welcome to Sup-Sapporo, Dosanko Live. This is Chad and Jamie hanging in Sapporo, Japan. Thanks for joining us. If you're back and like what you heard, please support us and hit that subscribe button. Mahalo.
Let's do this, man. Let's do it.
All right. So we're recording, and this is episode 4.
Four. All right. We made it. We did it.
Yes, we did. We're
All right,
still
man.
doing this 1 month in.
Yeah, it's like a habit now.
Yeah. So what are we doing today? How was your week?
My week's been pretty good, man. Just been going to work. Same old stuff. I think Hokkaido is slowly opening up a little bit more. I go to work, and the malls and the subways are getting more full with people. I still haven't seen that many tourists, but
Yeah,
overall, it feels like the place is opening up a little bit more.
at least locally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me open my beer.
Nice.
You have any drink with you today?
No beer today, but I do have some refreshing water here with me.
Man, you gotta step up your game. Bring on the
I
beer.
know I do have to step it up, my friend. I do have to step it up.
All right.
Kampai, dude.
Kanpai. Yeah, that's it.
Man, I gotta lay off the beer a little bit, man. I think I started gaining a little bit of weight. Don't want that to happen again.
Oh no.
I threw away all my fat clothes.
Have to buy new clothes again.
Yeah. I'm like, getting fat, getting thin, getting fat, getting thin. It's I feel like a rubber band.
Yeah, the trick is you gotta keep 2 sets of clothes. I have 2 sets of clothes.
Oh, nice. You're pre-Hawaii and post-Hawaii, right?
Yes, exactly.
Smart.
Because I gain about maybe about 10 kilos on average, 8
About
to
20
10 kilos in 4 weeks.
Nice. About 20 pounds to Americans, right?
Yeah, about 20 pounds every December when
Nice.
I visit Hawaii, go back home, eat food, drink, just gain 20 pounds, 4 weeks.
Zero exercise.
0 exercise. Even now, I'm having 0 exercise. I gotta do something. I'm getting fat.
I was the president of that club for a while, so I know how that goes.
All right. What have I been doing? Yeah, I went out. I actually ate in a restaurant for the first time in about 2.5 months.
Nice, man. What did you have?
I had some spicy miso ramen with char siu.
Oh, dude, that's the bomb. That's like my top. That's the one I go for, man.
Spicy miso.
Oh, spicy miso is the bomb, especially Hokkaido style, bro. Hokkaido style is unreal, man.
Yeah, man, guaranteed. It was interesting though because I went there at noon. So this is how I know it's still not like full up and running. Like it's still kind of empty, even though there's more activity downtown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went up, and then they have this. What do you call this? It's like a service elevator or express elevator, just from the basement all the way up to the 10th floor. Only one stop. Yeah, and I went and I saw a whole bunch of businessmen going to eat lunch. There's a long line, and I was like, I'm not riding in that. I'm gonna take the stairs. Yeah, so I went up there, and so if it was a regular pre-corona time at noon, lunchtime, the line would be long. Yeah. But when I got up there, it was no wait still. I could just go in. Yeah. And the way they sat everyone down is every other seat. So they're taking some precaution. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every other seat. Everyone's wearing masks, and it was pretty okay. And I saw the worker cleaning all the tables, wiping down everything with alcohol after everyone left. So I think they're trying their best to minimize risk.
Well, I think Japan is, even without having coronavirus here, Japan is just a very clean country. So I think they handled it pretty well. every place I go to, they have like the convenience, they have the thing hanging over the like the plastic film over the front of the counter, and then they don't give you your change. They put it in that little area so you can take your change and stuff. I mean, they really do a lot to minimize the exposure here, which is really nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that miso ramen, when I got it, oh,
Yeah.
so good. There was about
Oh
six
yeah,
pieces
man.
of char siu.
Oh,
And
dude.
hmm? Char siu?
No, that's great. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, char siu. Oh
And it was marinated, you could tell, and it was so soft, so
yeah,
it was great. Tasted awesome. It's been a while since I had like some restaurant level ramen.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's funny. I don't really crave ramen, but man, when that craving does strike, man. Oh yeah, that's like comfort food, man. That's my comfort food, man. Totally.
That's the food too. Usually people like to eat after a night of drinking.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Oh yes, my friend. Oh yes, yes, I have. Especially the spicy miso stuff that really helps sober you up a little bit. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So that was
Yeah, good
that.
stuff.
As far as everything else, nothing much.
Yeah, it's interesting though. Like for me, I went to the mall today to go to work, and man, there was a ton of people. There was like tons and tons of people. There was I think people are kind of easing up on the social distancing as far as like in the public areas. But yeah, there was tons of people there in the mall, man. It was just like a kind of a normal day.
Do
Seemed
you
like
feel
over here.
nervous at all?
No, I'm not nervous at all, man.
No? Like
No.
how close do you walk to like how close are you to people?
I just walk
Walking.
normally, man,
Just walk
to
normally?
be honest. Yeah, I
Shoulder
just walk
touch?
normal. I'm not like hugging people or anything, but like I do wear a mask, and I try not, well, I try to keep my hand not to touch stuff or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty much normal, man.
Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah, but
everything gets back to normal.
that's what I'm saying too. It looks like the numbers have kind of eased off a bit. I mean, it wasn't getting as crazy as it was before. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of hoping everything goes back to normal too, man. I kind of want to do some traveling. I would like to go out without having to be people freaking out or whatever and stuff, and just get back to normal. I'm sure everybody wants to get back to normal.
Especially now, like the weather is finally getting warmer and
Yeah, yeah,
we can travel more, go sightseeing, take road trips.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
next month is what prime time for Furano, right? So like Furano with the lavender fields, the prime time is what, like late July. Man, it's nice and hot here too. Man, beautiful weather out here.
Yeah, and all the beaches. Have you been to the beach here?
Yeah.
You have?
I've been to Ishikari, I think. That place is,
Ishikari.
I mean, it's nice, but of course it's no Hawaii, right? But like it's all right, man. It's all right. It's a
What
little
was this?
scary because it's all dark. The water's all dark and cold.
Yeah, it looks like
Kind of
the deep
expecting.
end, right? Like there's gonna be a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
drop off.
It looks like part of a horror movie or something. Like I'm waiting for like somebody like to start like screaming in the water, and some giant shark jumps out of the water or something.
Yeah. Well, Hokkaido, we don't have to worry about sharks too much. The water is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cold here, so they don't like to come. But
yeah.
yeah, the color. What was the most surprising thing for you besides the watercolor?
The watercolor was the main thing. I mean, there was a lot of there wasn't a ton of people at the beach, but there was a bunch, and I don't know, like I don't know. People seem kind of afraid of the weather out here, the sun and stuff. So they have like little tents everywhere, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems a little bit more like I don't know, just like they're more careful out here. Whereas like Hawaii, we just don't care, jump in the water, do whatever you want, right?
it's a different feeling for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For me, it was the not so much the watercolor, but the sand. I couldn't get past the sand because it was in
Oh,
Hawaii. Our sand's like very soft and white,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
even though it's not natural, but
yeah.
just that type of sand. That's all
Mm.
I knew. But when I got here, it was kind of just like this muddy. It was like in between sand and mud. Like I don't know. I thought it was dirt, but then I saw some kids
Yeah.
playing in it. I was like, why are they playing in the dirt? And then they had to explain to me like, no, this is sand. This is what sand
Oh.
is in Japan. I was like, what?
Ah.
Yeah, and the texture,
It's,
like everything is just strange.
it- it's kind of like the sand in the sandboxes over here, right? Like the
Yeah, the
sand they
sand
have
in the
in the kid
sandbox.
sandbox. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I remember like going to the walking to the playground and seeing the sand. Like, what is this? Whoa.
You see kids digging, putting it in buckets and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like this
yeah,
chalky looking dirt sand
yeah,
mixture. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Pre-cement.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like you could take a bunch of that and make your foundation with it later.
Yeah. So it was that. Yeah, the beach. I haven't been to the beach often. I went only a few times.
Yeah,
Um, but another thing that surprised me was you can drink on the beach. You don't have to hide it in some red solo cup, or you can just
that's a big
openly
bonus.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And the place that I went to, they had like a little strip of like tiny bars. There's like a
Yeah,
little strip of bars, and you could buy beer from there at the beach.
nice.
Yeah, you didn't have to bring your own beer. You could just buy. That was
That
great.
that is a wonder. That is one of the wondrous things about this place. The fact that you can almost drink anywhere. You can
Yeah,
walk around carrying a beer.
you can drink anywhere.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can walk down the street with a beer. You cruise around, go to the park, drink a beer. Not a problem, man. You can walk through. You could walk through like the underground, right? Like the underground mall area, and just carry a beer with you, right?
yeah, you can walk through Chikoho. I see some
Yeah,
like old Japanese people doing it. Um,
yeah,
I think it depends on your your composure while you're doing it. Like you can tell, like man, that guy needs some help. He's just
yeah,
walking
yeah, yeah, yeah,
around, and the way he looks and how he carries himself versus
yeah,
maybe a tourist or someone just hanging out with their friends. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
can pretty much drink anywhere on the trains.
yeah.
You can drink in cars as long as you're not the driver. Like
Yeah, as long
you
as
can
you're
be in
not
the
driving, huh?
passenger side drinking. You can have
Yeah,
open beverages. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Oh
interesting.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, what was it like? You get tickets for holding for having a beer in your car in the States. I forgot about that.
Forgot about that. What?
Uh, Never thought about that in a while. So
Oh, you're too used to here. You're spoiled.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm too used to this place, man. I'm kind of scared going back to the States now and like drink in the car and the cops pulling me over or something.
Yeah. Well, people in the states drink while driving anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
It's it's a bit different. Yeah.
yeah. I've done that. Yeah, I've done that before.
Over here, they
Many moons
really
ago.
drink and drive. Don't admit it, man. We're recording. He's just
No, no.
joking, man.
Whoops,
He's just
whoops.
joking.
Yeah, yeah. I was drinking juice
Yeah.
in a
Juice.
beer can. No,
Just for
no, no.
the view.
Young and stupid days, man. Young and stupid days.
Yeah, they really adhere to this rule here, like drink and drive. They won't even
Yeah,
have one beer and drive for the most part.
that's good though. That's
Yeah, it
good.
is. It's safe. It's
Responsible.
a reactive society. Like, do you know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
story behind it? Like, why it's so intense here with drinking and driving?
No, 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 no.
So, it's a famous story. There was like some family, like husband, wife, couple kids, and they were driving, and then some drunk driver hit their car, and their car fell into a river.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they all drowned, but at least the kids drowned, and I don't know
Oh,
how
that's
many people
horrible.
died. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this happened, and right after that, they cracked down on drinking and driving, and
yeah.
and many people stopped drinking and driving too. So
Yeah.
it's all because
Well,
of
that's
this
good,
one
man.
incident. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, that's wonderful because like Yeah, man. One bad thing, I realized when I was younger, I made a couple stupid decisions like that, and makes you realize, like, man, like one mistake can ruin your life or ruin somebody else's life. So I definitely don't endorse that. It was stupid. It was a stupid thing to do. So,
Yeah.
but I really that's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, it's horrible to drink and drive, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. And then maybe about 5 years ago, that was another big incident. Um, at the beach. So the
Oh
drunk
wow.
driver hit a bunch of people like going home from the beach and killed a few
Yeah, yeah.
people. And
Oh,
then the drink and drive topic came up again. But
oh.
it's not as bad. Like you hear about the states, graduation time, the
Yeah, yeah,
holidays.
yeah.
Like there's lots of
Well,
accidents.
well, dude, like where I'm from, the Big Island has like the most, like I think the most drunk driving incidents in the state. The insurance is insanely high over there, dude, because of
Really?
drunk drivers and people driving without a license, dude.
Are there a lot of accidents? I mean, you
Oh,
guys only have
dude,
like 2 lanes.
dude. Yeah, two lanes
Really?
full of drunk drivers, dude. Oh, dude, like like the Big Island has insane like insurance compared to like anywhere else in the state. They've got a ton of drunk drivers, and then they also got like lots of people driving without licenses over there.
Wow.
Horrible, dude. It's horrible. It's a little bit scary, bro. Because I know lots of friends that got into accidents. They're getting hit by drunk drivers or getting hit by people without licenses.
Damn.
No license, no
Oh.
insurance.
You know what though?
So
It's only 2 lanes, but those lanes are narrow.
yeah,
Yeah, they're narrow at some points, and then like the on one side it's like a little cliff, or
yeah,
it's like a drop off. It's scary. I
yeah,
remember now
yeah,
driving, and like you just look over, and then it's just like a drop.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Uh,
yeah. Scary, dude.
yeah. Anyway,
All
speaking
right.
about the beach, I've
Yeah,
I've also played music there.
nice.
Yeah, there was a what do you call that? There was a festival. It was do you know the Rising, what is it, like Rising Sun or Rising Rock Festival? Rising Sun
The Rising Rock
Festival.
Festival over here.
Yeah, do you know that one?
I've
It's
heard of it
really
before.
big.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like 3 days of like rock, not only rock bands, but they're mostly rock, but like 3 days of music nonstop.
Is that the one that's held in like Iwamizawa?
Yeah, at the beach. Or is
Oh,
it a
yeah, yeah.
beach? It might be, but I think it's Iwamizawa. But it's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there was a ripoff, like a smaller version of
Ah,
it, and then they kind of changed the name. It's like the Rising Sun Festival or something like
yeah.
that. And it was pretty much just one day. So when I first moved to Japan, I I found like this part-time job
Yeah.
playing saxophone at a bunny bar.
Bunny
I
Bar.
I
Oh,
I used to play music at a bunny bar.
are you
Um,
talking about like the Millions Bar, like the Millions place in Saskina?
kind of like that, but it wasn't
Yeah.
millions. It was a
Oh,
smaller bar in Nijuyon.
thousands.
What is that? Nijuyojo, maybe.
Yeah.
Kita 24.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know the area.
So I used to play there, and it was pretty nuts because I'd get there around 9 p.m. and we'd play music, and I'd sometimes go home about 7 a.m.
Ooh, wow, dude.
Yeah, and customers bought me drinks. Sometimes I used to take drinks when the owner left. I used to just grab some beer, and I pretty much
Fringe
got
benefits.
smashed and played. Yeah. Um, so this guy who owned this bar,
Hmm.
he hosted this event at the beach. I think it was at Dream Beach. Have you heard of this? Dream Beach?
Uh, Dream Beach. It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I think it was either Dream Beach or like right nearby Dream Beach. I've
Hmm.
only been to this beach uh, once,
Yeah.
but it's pretty cool how they set it up. They so there's like a stage area, and there were some tents and tables and places to drink. There were like mini bars all over the place, and the
Nice,
beach to
nice.
swim. Yeah. So people just came and they pretty much just set up to sleep over and listen to music all night. And there was a whole
Yeah.
bunch of bands.
Hmm.
But I played the first and the last set, and I it was a very difficult task.
I'm sure that
Very
last set
difficult.
was fantastic, right? You felt you were all loose. You were like letting the notes flow, man. It was grooving. The pocket was happening. At least all in your
Man,
head, right?
I don't remember the last set.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it was crazy because we got there at like 7:30 or 8 a.m.
Yeah.
and we were
Yeah.
setting up everything, getting everything ready. And by the time we were done setting up, it was
Yeah.
like maybe like 10. And then that's when the first band went on, or we
Yeah.
went on for the first set.
What
And then
kind of
I
music was
ended up
that?
here. The music, it was pretty good. It was 80s Japanese pop.
Oh, like city pop?
Like city pop. What is
Like,
city pop?
I don't know, like Yamashita Tatsuo, or like it's kind of like I don't know good examples. Plastic Love. You know, the song Plastic Love is it's kind of like synth
That
pop,
what is
poppy.
plastic? What is plastic love about?
Oh, bro, I gotta like educate you, my friend. Like 80s, like city pop is like really cool. Well, basically, if you're in Hawaii, it's like the 80s style Kalapana. You know, Kalapana, their
Yeah,
80s
yeah,
albums. That's what city
yeah.
pop kind of sounds like. Yeah, yeah.
No, it sounded more like American pop in the 80s. Like, that 80s music,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like
Well, I
that
know 80s music very
mannequin
well.
music. Yeah.
Mannequin music.
But it was
Was in the
like,
movie Mannequin?
yeah, the movie Mannequin.
Ah, okay, nice reference.
But it was a mixture because it went up to like 60s Japanese pop, like the Peanuts.
Cool, man.
Do you know the
Yeah.
Peanuts?
Yeah, yeah, I know them.
You do?
Yeah.
People get trip out when you know the Peanuts. But it was like 60s music, 70s
Yeah.
music. Um, yeah, around that time is 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah, and we played some early 90s too, like that. What's her name? Matsuda, Seiko Matsuda, or
Oh, you played Seiko Matsuda? Dude, that's my girl,
yeah,
dude.
Seiko Matsuda.
Yeah. You
Um,
had a girl singer dancing, singing and stuff?
yeah, we had three girl singers and one guy singer.
Oh, awesome, dude.
It sounded pretty good. So the core band members were really good. The guitarist, the drummer, the bass player, they're really good. And
Yeah.
the singers kind of cycled out, but they were also pretty good. And then there was a
Cool.
horn section and a keyboardist.
And you played saxophone, right?
I played saxophone. So it's a
Yeah.
pretty big band. There's
Yeah.
a downside to this though. So it was a part-time job, right? I was saying.
Yeah.
But so the owner was kind of like a black owner. And when I say black, it's like a black company. Right? Like
Black company?
black company in Japan means they're not good. They're like they don't follow the rules, or they do
Oh,
things
okay.
kind of sketchy. It's like a sketchy
Yeah, yeah,
company.
sure,
They
sure,
call
sure,
it
sure.
black
Yeah.
company here.
Under the table kind of company, right?
Yeah. So I didn't know at the time. So this is when I first
Yeah.
got to Japan and I really needed money. So I tried anything. But he didn't pay me. He didn't
Oh,
pay
that's
me.
bad.
Yeah, he didn't pay me for two months. I only worked there for a few months. And I was
Yeah.
wondering why everyone kept cycling out.
Ah,
because he wasn't paying anyone. He was just paying the
ah,
guitarist, the bass player, and the drummer.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I found out what was going on, I just went for one last performance. I drank
Yep.
a lot of the top shelf drinks. I drank I drank a lot of beer, and I never
Nice.
showed up again. But
If you're
back
gonna
to the
go with a smile, dude. Like I'm taking all this, man. You owe me,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You owe
No,
me, bro. That's
I didn't tell him anything. I just took it.
yeah. Nice. Hey, why
Yeah.
not? You deserved it, right? You weren't getting paid, so hey,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And
you
it
guys are
sucked
paying me, all
too,
right?
because I really
Yeah,
enjoyed it there. Like I enjoyed
yeah,
a lot of the people there, but
yeah,
you can't have that.
yeah. So they probably got your head on a wanted poster on the side of the wall, probably, right? Like that. Don't let this guy enter.
Well,
Banned.
it's a good thing. So the bar is now closed. It went out of
Ah,
business.
imagine that.
Good for him.
Yeah,
But yeah, the
it's called
beach,
karma. Yeah,
karma.
karma.
We we had this concert there, and the first concert, I was nervous,
Yeah,
so I made some mistakes, and but it wasn't like big mistakes.
yeah.
It was pretty good. It went well, and then after that, I was drinking from 11 a.m. all the way to the next day till about 6:30 a.m. Man, I could barely stand for the final set, and I have no idea
I'm
what I did.
surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised you can even hold a saxophone, dude, and breathe.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened, but all
Maybe
I
it's
know
good you
is
don't remember.
that was a great time though. Man,
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Very fun. And all the other bands too were cool. Like there were so many different bands, so many different styles of music. So it was a pretty cool
Yeah,
event. Just too bad the owner was a douche, and
yeah.
too bad I don't remember from about 2 a.m. on.
Maybe it's better you don't remember, dude.
Is it? I don't know.
Sometimes it's better you don't remember, man.
Ah, maybe.
But
Maybe
gigs,
there's a
man,
reason
gigs are
why.
fun.
There's a reason why I have some mental block or something.
Yeah, probably you could be blocking out some deadly, some seriously messed up memories or something. You know? All right, cool, man. It's kind of a segue into our topic of tonight. So music, man, is kind of leading to music.
Music.
So music, man, that's my love of my life, man. I like music, so I can talk about this for hours, man. So what should we talk about? Like types of music we like currently, or music that it kind of inspired us. So what would you like to talk about?
Um, you should take this one. What do you feel like? You're the music guy. What do you feel
All
like
right,
talking
so
about today?
so oh man, this is a pretty deep subject. For myself, let's see here. I guess I can kind of start with like what I'm listening right now. I guess that's a I have a ton of stuff I like to listen to. So what I like to listen to currently, I think I've been leaning towards more a lot of acoustic music lately. It's kind of a nice change. So I've been into Tommy Emmanuel. You know Tommy Emmanuel?
No, I do not.
Phenomenal fingerstyle guitar player. I saw him in Tokyo last year. He was absolutely amazing. The guy can literally speak through his guitar. The guy was phenomenal. I was in the front row watching him in Tokyo at Sutaya in Tokyo, and he played for maybe 2 hours or something, man. And he had another guy, Andy McGee, an amazing another fingerstyle guitar player there also too.
he was playing
Absolutely
in
mind blowing.
he was playing in
O-
Staya?
Ostaya, it's
Oh,
a
Ostaya.
venue.
Ah,
Ostaya.
okay.
So he played in Ostaya, and I got to meet him too. I actually had a backstage pass to go and meet him. I met him.
Wow.
Super nice guy, really nice guy. Like one of my major inspirations. I've been digging him, and he plays like a Chet Atkins kind of Nashville, not Nashville. I said Travis Picking kind of like you play like the bass and the melody, and you play like a full band, but you play by yourself.
Hmm.
You guys, unreal, unbelievable.
What kind of feel is
Him,
it?
uh, everything he plays has a kind of a country feel to it, but he has a lot of different influences. So he has like Merle Travis, who is like this phenomenal country picker, Chet Atkins, all of these different fingerstyle guitar players. I mean, even if you're not really into that style of music, I mean, you watch this guy play, it's literally like him just speaking through the guitar. It's phenomenal. The guy is unreal.
Is
I
this
highly
all?
recommend.
Is this all instrumental? Does he sing at all?
Yeah, he
Oh,
does
okay.
sing on a couple of songs, but he's mainly known for his instrumentalist, instrumental prowess. But dude, he can play. It sounds like a complete band playing by himself,
Um,
and it doesn't sound like really rudimentary. It sounds like really complex, and you can really feel his emotion the way he's like playing through that. It's amazing, man.
nice.
But there's him. There's another guy named John Fahey, who's an acoustic guitar player. He died maybe about 20 years or 18 years ago. He does this style of guitar he invented called primitive American guitar. This guy, it's really weird, man. If you listen to it, it might sound like some bluegrassish kind of country stuff.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I didn't think it was that great, but the guy has these really interesting influences, man. It sounds like an amalgam of like bluegrass, classical guitar, and blues, like put together in this really interesting package. I mean, he's a composer. I would say he's not even really a guitar player. He's a guitar player who was a composer. And some of the pieces that he wrote like 50 years ago, and they're phenomenal, man. I mean, amazing. He's one of the reasons why acoustic guitar is acoustic instrumental guitar is taken as seriously as it is now. So the guy was a phenomenal guitar player. I really like his stuff. But
So
yeah, yep.
this have you been to his concert before? Like before he passed away?
No. I only recently learned of him maybe about a year ago. So I've been slowly absorbing his music over the last year, and I really wish I could have seen him live. I've seen the videos of him on YouTube, and he's a pretty amazing guitar player. I mean, he's just sitting there with just his guitar, and he's composing this like orchestral soundscapes. Man, it's pretty amazing.
How did you hear of him?
Well, I'm a music searcher, so I go on binges where like I find something I like, and then I try to find who their influences are, or artists kind of like him. So I got into the acoustic guitar recently, maybe about 6 months ago, and I really been practicing and trying to absorb and learn as much as I can. So I was researching acoustic guitar players that were interesting. So one of the things that came up was this guy John Fahey, which I first heard it and it didn't impress me at first. I was like, okay, sounds like hillbilly bluegrass music. Doesn't sound that interesting to me. But after a couple of listens, I kind of realized like, whoa, this guy is like beyond, really beyond what I was capable of listening on the first try. It's amazing.
So you just did it. You just did like a deep dive into acoustic guitar. I can't even speak right now.
Acoustic.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get the tongue
Get the throat.
lubricated.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
So you basically did a deep dive in
Yeah.
acoustic guitar uh, after you became interested in it, and you just found this
Yeah.
guy,
But I
Fahey,
tend to have, what's that? John Fahey is his name.
John
John
Fahey.
Fahey. Yeah. But
Nice.
I'm kind of obsessive compulsive when I get to my hobbies. When I get into something, I try to absorb and find as much information as possible. So I get kind of obsessed, and I really research and find and uncover. And I really like uncovering things that are not necessarily mainstream. So John Fahey is definitely not mainstream. He's not a mainstream kind of guy.
Oh,
Him,
that's pretty cool.
yeah. So I like digging up like music that was it like most a lot of people probably wouldn't have heard of. To me, it's kind of like uh digging for treasure. I feel like Indiana Jones, like in a cave trying to like find like treasure or something, on the go on the internet trying to find these different people. And then
Yeah.
I subscribe to Google Music. So Google Music has been a really wonderful avenue for finding new types of music, or not maybe not new types, but new music to me. It's been really interesting.
I think I got a guy for you. Um,
Yeah.
so in high school, I I went on a trip for my high school band. We went to
Yeah.
Disneyland, and there's
Yeah.
this guy performing outside. His
Yeah.
name was Brother Yusuf. Brother Yusuf. Have you heard of him?
Brother Yusuf. The only Yusuf I
Brother
know is a
Yusuf.
guy that was Cat Stevens. He changed his name to Yusuf something.
No,
I
I
think.
don't think it's the same guy. But Brother
No,
Yusuf,
no, no.
he used to perform outside of Disneyland. I don't know what he's doing now. And then maybe 10 years later, I went back to Disneyland and I saw him again by chance. He
Yeah.
performs all over the California area, but I guess that was just one of his regular gigs.
Yeah.
But it sounds like kind of what you were talking about earlier. So it's like one guy, he's playing the bass line, playing melodies,
Yeah.
soloing, playing rhythm,
Yeah.
and singing too. But
Yeah.
he's mostly a blues player. Like it sounds
Nice.
like strict blues, but he has a really good voice, really good
Yeah.
feel. So I think you
Nice.
should try and check this guy out too.
Oh, cool. I'm
Um,
down. I'm down.
yeah, man, Brother Yusuf. But I don't think he's going to be as technical as the other guys you were talking about, probably like
Uh,
scale
that-
wise and
that-
stuff like that.
well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like I like feel, man. The more I'm listening to music, it doesn't have to be technically brilliant. If it has a good feel to it, that's I think it's the main thing for me. So,
Yeah,
and then
it's a good feel. Yeah.
nice. And then there's another guy, John Martin is his name. John Martin. He died about 12 years ago. This guy is a really interesting man. He's a singer. He was a folk singer in the 1960s, and then he kind of changed his route. He became like an experimental acoustic guitar player. Experimental meaning like he would use if like sound like effects devices on his acoustic guitar, and he would do these different tunings, and tunings meaning changing the string tunings on the guitar, and he'd create these different soundscapes, and it was amazing, dude. He had a really interesting voice, really interesting guitar sound, and for me, I'm not a lyrical person, so I don't listen to lyrics. I don't like some people like obsess over like these lyricists, like like Bob Dylan. Everyone likes Bob Dylan. I'm not really a Bob Dylan fan. I'm not into lyrics that much, so I don't really analyze lyrics. If the melody is interesting to me, that's more important than the lyrics. To me are secondary. So I started listening to this guy's lyrics, and it's really deep, man. And some of it really resonated with me. So I'm kind of surprised. And I'll be honest, the first time I heard a couple of his songs, he had a song called what was it called? There was one of his songs like Solid Air, or I can't remember. It was off the Solid Air album, but I swear I listened to it for the first time and I started crying. That's
Like
never happened
what?
to me before.
Started
Yeah, I started
crying.
crying. Yeah,
Were you
just
high?
tearing up, man. Yeah, I was like, man, this is like really touching,
Like were you on
extremely touching.
mushrooms?
No, dude, that's the funny part. I was sober, man.
What?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, he just writes beautiful songs. Amazing. Like I was really surprised that and I forgot how much music could like really certain types of music can touch you. You can have a certain song that really like manifests some interesting feelings or ideas in you. I was blown away, like completely blown away. Like John Martin, man, I highly
Man,
recommend look for Solid Air. this album called Solid Air or Bless the Weather. Unreal, dude. Unreal.
I need this feeling that you felt. Like, I don't think I've ever listened to a song that made me cry.
Yeah. I I, I love music. I have, I have like 100,000, over 100,000 songs on my computer, and I like, various types of genres. But that was one of the first times, I swear to God, I put on something and just like really, the bell inside my soul just rung, man. It rung the bell in my soul, man. I was like crying, dude. I was tearing. Beautiful man.
Wow.
I mean,
Was it like a high pitch note? Like, you know that feeling
no,
you
man,
get when singers hit that high note and you have like that
no.
chill.
It was like a deep resonating like bell, I don't know,
Like a gong.
just a yeah, kind of like a low, like boom, like a gong or something, man.
Mm. Yeah, this is why my wife doesn't like to watch movies with me. I can never take them seriously. Like,
Ah,
I'd be laughing at the places you're not supposed to laugh at, you know. But I just find that amazing that you could cry from a song like
yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah, I was surprised too, dude. Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. In the last year or so, music has kind of been reinvigorating in my life. I always loved music. I love music since I was a little kid, but it's very few like instances where I've heard something and it just instantly triggered like a instant connection where maybe the guy, I felt like the person completely understood how I feel, or I understood completely how he felt. It was an unreal connection, man.
Yeah.
uh yeah, so John Martin, John Fahey, and Tommy Emmanuel have been on my constant listening playlist for the last maybe year or so. But I have tons and tons and tons and different types of music I really like and can recommend to people. I can speak about music for years, man. So, well, what about you recently? Like, what's been on your playlist, man? What have you been checking out lately?
Well, first of all, I can by what you just talked about, I can tell we're completely different in terms of what we look for in music
Yeah, yeah,
because um, you said that you're not a lyrics person. That comes
yeah,
secondary to you.
yeah,
Uh,
mm,
I will listen to lyrics. If it's a good melody but the lyrics suck,
yeah.
that will definitely turn me off.
Ah, okay.
It kind of reminds me of like rap nowadays. You know, like they have
Yeah,
some just rhythm, melody, and stuff, but the
yeah,
lyrics are horrible. Like, what are you guys talking about? It doesn't make any sense to me. So it has to have some. The meaning has to come through the lyrics. Like otherwise, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna jive with me. But I guess I'm listening to more modern music now.
yeah.
Um, so with that said, what am I listening to now? Man, I listen. Well, recently I've been listening to a lot of rap and hip hop, but I also listen to lots of local music from Hawaii or some
Yeah.
reggae, some island music, and on top of that, I listen to some like punk rock, some rock, some ska. That's that's probably my go-to music. Those three, like island music,
Oh, punk and ska and island music.
punk and ska, and hip hop and rap.
Oh, cool.
Recently I've been listening to for the rap side. I've been listening to um, Joyner Lucas a lot. Joyner Lucas, Hobson, and um, who else? I actually recently I started listening to Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald's kind of like a YouTube rapper, but that I think he's pretty talented. Like he's a white rapper with all like the face tattoos and stuff, but I like
Okay.
his sarcasm. That guy is pretty funny. Hold on, I gotta wipe my nose. I'm gonna edit this out.
Boogers. 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 Boogers.
Yeah, I'm
Booger
gonna grab
break.
a beer real quick. Fucking allergy time.
Oh, allergies. Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So what was that? Oh yeah. So Tom McDonald, he's like he kind of sings about current events, and he has a really sarcastic take on what's going on and stuff. And he kind of
Yeah.
raps about all his haters and stuff, but he's
Hmm.
making money off of them, so keep hating on
Nice.
him. But I think he has a pretty interesting backstory because he went through a lot of shit, you know. But
Hmm.
and the thing is, he's true indie. Like he just him and his wife. Like he makes the music and stuff. His wife shoots the videos, edits. So it's just both of them. Like he
Hmm.
fired his manager, like his old manager. He doesn't have to go through all the hoops, the labels and stuff. Like he owns everything. So I think that's
Oh
pretty
wow.
cool. And he built
Like do it
everything.
yourself kind of guy.
Yeah. And Joyner Lucas, I like his messages about life, what they're going through, and he's real technical. Like um, his rhyme schemes and just how fast he can rap and everything.
Yeah.
I like that. Um, Hobson, I always liked Hobson because I used to like him because I used to skateboard, and then he was kind of like a skater too. And
Ah, skateboard punk kind of dude.
yeah, so he was like this skateboard rapper guy, but he evolved into his own beast. And right now he's in Thailand. Um, he went to Thailand before Corona. Like he kind of just got tired of all the media and everything,
Yeah.
and he needed to like isolate somewhere, and he went to Thailand. But I like him too. He
Oh
talks about
wow.
his life and stuff. And he had, you can tell he's kind of influenced by Eminem. But yeah, I like
Are you
those guys.
you're an Eminem fan too?
Oh yeah, you must. You must be. You don't like him?
I don't know much of his stuff. I know like all I know is like Slim Shady and I don't know that what's that one the big hit. I'm the Slim. I don't know. I don't. I haven't heard much of his stuff, so I don't know. Like for
Like
me, I stopped listening to rap like 25, 26 years ago.
mm,
So most of the rap that I know is like NWA. I know Public Enemy. I like
so West Coast gangster rap.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys. I used to like Ghetto Boys. A lot of that stuff. Eminem, I know a little bit. I got some of his stuff, but I haven't listened to much of his stuff. So, but I like him as far as like newer rappers. I would say he's probably one of the better ones that I like. But as far as rap, I've been out of it for like 20 something years, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, man. They can't touch him. Like just the way he phrases things, his word choices, or all these guys, the way they phrase their wording. But you know how
Sounds like
they have like one meaning. Like they say it one way, but it has like two, three meanings.
oh yeah, yeah,
That one
like a
sentence.
double entendre or something.
Yeah, it's crazy the stuff they do. Like I like writing poems, so that's why I like rap because it's
Yeah.
kind of like poetry. They just put a beat behind it, and you know,
Hmm.
but it's basically poetry. Yeah.
Nice.
Um, and of course I like island music because I grew up with island music.
Yeah.
My parents listened to all the island music. My family, my friends. I just grew up with it, and
Hmm.
my environment.
Yeah.
And what's other punk? Yeah, punk and ska I liked because again I used to skateboard, and then that kind of came with skateboarding culture, and
So
I just got into it.
what kind of punk stuff do you listen to?
Um, punk like before I used to listen to a lot of like NoFX,
Oh,
MXPX,
okay.
Offspring. What was these other Pennywise? Actually, I really liked Pennywise. I think Pennywise was one of my favorite bands before
Oh,
when I was growing up.
yeah.
But ska, I think I like ska a lot. Like my all-time favorite ska band is Sublime. Like I
Oh,
love
okay. Yeah.
Sublime. Yeah. So Sublime, Sublime with Rome, the newer one. But I just really love all of Sublime's music.
Nice. So you get a lot of classic stuff you like listen to like a lot before, and then you just like newer things kind of mix the stuff. Then
It's mixed between like my playlist is mixed between rap, hip hop, island music,
yeah.
and punk and ska. It's just on
So
a
as
random
far as
mix.
island music, what island music you listening to?
Island music. Um, man, I like some of the older stuff like what is that? Like Brother is and
Yeah.
Makasan's that even some like 10 feet or Ekolu, all those stuff they used to play on the radio in the
Yeah.
like 90s or 2000s. So I don't know a lot of the music nowadays, but
Yeah.
but but from when I was in Hawaii, so like
Yeah.
Ukla Damak. Do you know Ukla Damak? Are they still famous? I don't
Uh
know.
I've heard of those guys. I don't think I've ever heard any of their stuff.
Really? I
No.
liked it. I'll send you, or look them up on YouTube. I'll send you some links later.
I like that one band. What was that one band from New Zealand that they used to come to Hawaii a lot?
Ah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. They were kind of like
God, I used to play some of their music too. Yeah, I know. I used to play. Catch a Fire. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, Catch a Fire. Those guys are dope, man.
Yeah, Catch a Fire. They're good. Yeah, I used to listen to them too. Catch a Fire. Um, yeah. Did I say Rebel Soldiers?
No.
Maybe I didn't. Yeah, there's a whole like. So the thing with me, this is I don't know the the song names and I don't know
Yeah.
the artist name. But if I listen to it, it's like, oh, I know this song.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I hate that. I don't know. I have a hard time, like even memorizing lyrics and
Yeah.
like song titles. I have a hard time memorizing all of those. So actually, I
Oh,
can't
dude.
really sing a lot of music because I can't.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't remember the lyrics.
Yeah, me too, dude. Well, I have trouble. I have trouble like absorbing, like listening to the lyrics. Period. But like, I can't. I have a hard time remembering them also too. So singing is like out of the question, man.
Like I can sing with it, but like
Yeah,
off the top of my head, like if I just hear the background music,
yeah,
I can't sing it. Like I need someone else singing it, or I need to
yeah,
see it on TV like karaoke or something. But
yeah.
even then, even if I just see the karaoke
Mm.
like song, like I won't it won't register like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
how
yeah,
does this
yeah,
song again? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So that kind of sucks because I really do like music. I can't remember song titles, band names, all of that.
Uh,
It's hard.
well, for me, I can't remember lyrics. I can remember titles, bands. I can remember when it came out. I can remember band members. I can remember instruments they play.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember all of that, and like historical stuff I remember. But as far as like lyrics, yeah, yeah, just like if the world had to depend on me, like remembering lyrics for like all of these songs, I probably yeah, we'd be
Oh, this
bad, man.
this is who I'm listening to a lot recently. This guy
Who's that?
Mike Love. Mike Love
Oh yeah,
is
okay.
badass. This
Not the
guy
Beach
is
Boy Michael Love.
his name Mike Love.
When I first heard that Mike Love guy, I was like, "What? The Beach Boy guy is playing reggae?" I think that Mike Love is like one of the is like one of the cousin of like the Beach Boys. He's one of the singers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
But have
That's
you
what I
heard
thought
of
it
this
was at
guy,
first.
Mike Love?
I've heard of him, never heard of him before.
You've never heard his music,
No.
but you heard of him.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing. His voice, his playing, he does it all. I especially like when he plays with the looper too. Man, this guy is crazy talented. Mike
Oh.
Love. And another one that sounds kind of similar to him is Paul Isaac. Paul Isaac, I first heard at the farmers market in Kailua. He was just
Yeah.
playing at the farmers market, and I took some of my students to the farmers market. So some of my students came to Hawaii, and we were taking them around the island,
Yeah.
just sightseeing. So we stopped by the farmers market in Kailua, and he was just playing in the middle of the farmers market, and then I just stopped and I was listening to him the entire time for about 40 minutes, maybe a little less than that, but I was listening to him for a while. And I bought one of
Wow.
his CDs. This guy is great. Yeah.
Mm.
I've yet to see Mike Love live, but I really want to see him live. Hopefully one day when I visit
Nice.
Hawaii.
Nice.
Yeah.
He lives on Oahu, that guy, Mike Love.
I believe he lives on Oahu. I'm pretty sure he lives on Oahu. I'm not sure.
Mm.
But a lot of his gigs are on Oahu, so I assume he lives on Oahu.
Yeah, I think he's played Big Island a couple of times, but like maybe like the was it the big event they have Ho'olaulea, like lots of different guys play during music for a festival, but I never go to those things. So bye. Oh, it's interesting because
on Big Island?
yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think there's like a big music festival. There's like one or two. Downtown Hilo, they blocked out. They do a block party and stuff. There's all kinds of different people that play. But I never. I think I've been there once. I'm not sure. Usually, like for me, it's funny because I'm an island person. I was born and raised in an island, but like as far as like island music, I never was really into like Hawaiian or much into Hawaiian stuff. Like my mom was more into like she was more into like classic rock and R&B. So like I heard lots of like Earth, Wind and Fire. I heard Carpenters. I heard Deep Purple. So I heard lots of classic rock and like funk. And then when the
My
80s came,
family's the same way
lots
too.
of new ways. Yeah.
They like my family like they liked all those things.
Yeah.
Metallica. What's the other famous? They liked a lot of like Led Zeppelin, all of those 80s metal rock or classic rock kind of stuff.
70s, dude.
Oh, is that 70s? 70s.
Yeah.
They like that 70s, 80s rock.
Yeah.
What's that? America? What is America? For some reason,
America?
I just have like I have this strange memory of my uncle just yelling America. I don't know why, but that's a band, right? America.
There's a band called America. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
America.
I don't remember them. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're a good
I have
band.
this weird memory. I remember being really young, and then my uncle just yelling America, America. he was like calling for someone to like play some America.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Horse
like
with no name. Horse with no name.
Yeah, one of those. Just yelling at the band.
Sister
like,
Golden Hair, America. Sister
America.
Golden Hair, America.
That's so weird. But yeah, they liked all of that. Yeah, even the 70s funk stuff.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
But they also liked Hawaiian. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have much of that like local stuff in my house. So like when I grew up, I eventually got into like rock music. I wasn't more into rock and like I love 80s music, man. Like new wave 80s stuff. I love all that stuff. Then I started playing music. I got into Metallica. I was into Kiss, Megadeth, Slayer. I was into thrash music for a while. So I played like Sepultura. Yeah, dude, I played all that stuff, dude. I love that stuff. So I was into that stuff for a while, and but I was pretty diverse. Actually, I listened to Metallica, Megadeth when I was a teenager, but I also listened. I was a big Chris Isaacs fan. You know Chris Isaacs?
See the
Yeah, he's
reggae
kind
guy?
of no. Chris Isaac is the kind of like Elvis and like Elvis. What's his name? Roy Orbison-ish kind of dude. In the song "Wiki Game."
If I hear it, maybe I know. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
you know that song. Like I was into that. I was into that guy. I've seen him a couple of times live, and I was more into
Is
rock
there a
music,
band
and then eventually
Scorpion?
Scorpions.
Yeah,
There's the
Scorpion.
band the Scorpions. Like
Yeah.
here I am, rock you like a hurricane. That song.
Oh, that's the Scorpions.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. No,
yeah, all that
I
stuff.
remember. Yeah, I remember like these random n- words and names, but I can't put it together. Because then
Yeah,
my family used to listen to all of these things too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So for me, like the Hawaiian influence wasn't a big thing of mine. Like when I was going to high school, man, like when I graduated high school was when what was big? Gregor Isaacs was big back then, and UB40, dude. I swear to God, UB40, Labor of
Uh,
Love too. I've heard that about a billion times in high school. So I know like that whole CD, like even though I didn't like it at the time, I like it now, but like I could probably sing. That's one of the few things where I could actually probably sing the whole song of every song on that album. So, but that was like in the
UB40.
yeah, that was like in the late '80s, early '90s. And then for me, like the '90s, I didn't really like '90s music, man. I wasn't a big '90s music kind of person.
You don't like the R&B?
Nah, no, I wasn't. I like early '80s R&B and late and '70s R&B, dude.
Really?
Like Brothers Johnson. I like Chaka Khan, Earth, Wind and Fire. Like the only stuff I'd really like to listen to from like maybe the '90s. I like Sade. Sade is awesome, man. She's great.
Who's Sade?
Oh,
Sade?
brah, I need to educate you, my friend. Sade. You know, Smooth Operator.
Oh,
You know that song,
I know
Smooth
Sula.
Operator, dude. And then
That
like
wasn't
ordinary, no ordinary love.
that
She
wasn't
was
Madonna.
great, man. That's not Madonna. What are you talking about, Madonna?
Smooth Operator wasn't Madonna.
Dude, what the hell are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Man,
No, that's
that's
not the
my
material, girl.
that's my my mom sings that. That's like her go-to karaoke song. Smooth
What, Smooth
Operator.
Operator?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when your mom
I
comes to Japan, you gotta hear her sing that, dude.
I can sing that. I'll sing that for you next time. Let's go out.
All
Man,
right,
that thing
shit,
is
I'll sing
burned
that.
into my mind.
Oh yeah, you gotta play the sax in that one too, dude. But yeah, I like that stuff. I don't know, like I listen to everything, dude. My playlist goes like from jazz fusion. I listen to Elvis today. I listen to Elvis. I listen to some heavy metal stuff today. Like I can't remember Megadeth or something today. And then I listen to Jaco Pastorius. This jazz fusion bass player. I don't know.
The only
But
reason why I
my
know Jaco is because
yeah.
we had to play the chicken in college.
Oh, dude, that's a
Yeah.
classic, man. Doom, 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 doom,
That
doom,
yeah.
doom, doom, doom. That's a
That's
funky
a fun
song,
song.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys play any what is that like what's the name of that band? Like you guys play in the Chicago or
Is
what's
that
the name
a
of that band?
death metal?
Death Metal. What are you talking about? Chicago. Chicago, dude. You know Chicago. You know it if you heard it like Chicago or like Blood, Sweat and Tears.
That's some gangster rap.
It could be. It was gangster rap back in the '60s probably.
Nah, I know Chicago. I'm just messing with you.
I was gonna say, wow, bro.
Yeah. I know we played a Chicago song. I don't know which one, but we played at least one Chicago song
If you
for the school band.
leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. That's all.
Man,
No,
I don't
I just
know.
wanted to sing that song. That's all I wanted to do.
You just had to let it out.
I just felt like singing Peter Cetera right now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
but my musical tastes are pretty deep, man. I listen to, I like all kinds of stuff, but it's pretty funny. Like I grew up in Hawaii, but I kind of avoided like I wasn't big into the Hawaiian or Hawaiian influence. Although right now I will say I do like Hawaiian slacky guitar now. I'm trying to learn Hawaiian slacky guitar. That is some
that's
beautiful
tough,
stuff,
man.
man.
That
It's
sounds
not
kind
actually
of
not tough.
countryish.
No, it's actually not that tough. I think it's tough. It's tough making it sound perfect. Definitely, is with any type of music. It's fun though, man. Different tuning. I'm trying to learn some Keola Beamer songs, and it's pretty challenging, but it's fun. It's great, man. It's really good stuff. That guy's an amazing guitar player, man. Holy crap.
So have you ever taken your music and like gigged out somewhere, or is it all
Oh yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
for playing at home?
Well, when I first started playing, I played in like I said, like thrash metal kind of band in Hilo, which is funny because nobody wants to hear a thrash metal in Hilo. So, especially in the early mid '90s, so we didn't play very
Really?
much.
You didn't
And
have
then I
like a
played.
skating culture there? Because
Uh, did,
that went on in Oahu for a little bit.
yeah, I mean, we kind of did. I mean, I had my friends. They were kind of like renegade kind of group of people that would hang out. We'd hang out in Puna and stuff. We'd hang out and you know, play music and play small gigs or whatever. Then I played in a different band. Was more of a like cover band. We played different kinds of music. It was fun. And then when I moved to the States, when I moved to continental States, I was in Georgia. I played in a couple different bands there. I played uh kind of a funky kind of jazz kind of band. I played with this one guy. His name's Paul Sforza. There was this really cool songwriter guy. I played with him. I played with this other group. There was kind of a Dave Matthews ish kind of band. It was
Hmm.
fun, man. I played all over the place, all over Atlanta, Georgia. I played in Columbus. I remember when John Mayer was getting big, dude. John Mayer used to play acoustic guitar at like a place called Eddie's Attic. I never got to meet him, but the kids I was playing with in the band, they all knew him. This was before he got
Wow.
big.
Yeah, I know someone in Sapporo. He went to school with John Mayer at
Oh, really? Berkeley.
where was it, Berkeley?
Yeah, he went to Berkeley.
Yeah, yeah, then it must be. But it was like, was it in Seattle or was it Berkeley,
No, it's in Boston.
Boston?
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe it must be though, because he went to
No,
school.
it's
So
Boston.
all right.
Yeah, he went to school in Boston because he went to school in Boston. There was another guy named Clay Cook who I met in Georgia too. He was his co-writing partner. They both went to Berkeley and then they kind of dropped out and moved to Georgia where I
Nice.
was living. Yeah.
So did you get to see him gig anywhere or just
Nah, nah. Well, I feel kind of bad now because I really didn't like that style of music. I really wasn't into it. So like that,
really? That
yeah, the
guy is
John
crazy
Mayerish kind of
talented,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, but like for me at the time, it just sounded like girly music, kind of.
You see his
I don't know.
rendition of "Ain't No Sunshine"? I love it.
Maybe. I mean, I think John Mayer is definitely a talented dude. I definitely do. I like some of his newer stuff, and I appreciate his music now. But at the time when I was living in Atlanta in the early millennium, it wasn't my style of music. So I never I could have gone to see him and met him at Eddie's Attic when he was playing acoustic guitar in front of like I don't know, 50 people or something like that. But I never got a chance. I was listening to like more like rock music back then. So I was gigging and going to see concerts and stuff. I've met all kinds of interesting people. I've seen Kiss live, the original members. I've seen tons and tons of bands, dude. I've met Joe Satriani. I've met Steve Vai. Lots of. I met who else? Victor Wooten. Yeah, I don't know if you know any of these people, but they're like high profile like guitar players and bass
I
players.
know Steve Vai and
Yeah,
Joe Satriani.
yeah. I got a picture with Steve Vai. I met
Sounds
Glenn
like Top Gun
Danzig.
music.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I met tons of people. I used to collect autographs. I've got like tons of autograph pictures and pictures with me with these famous people. It's fun, man.
Nice. Have you been to any big concerts in Sapporo or Japan?
The only concerts I've been to, I saw Tommy Emmanuel in Tokyo, which was phenomenal. That was like completely mind blowing. And then I saw this guy named Ron Carter. He's a famous bass player. He played with Miles Davis in a
Wow.
couple of his quartets, and he's played with almost every famous person in jazz. The guy was phenomenal. I mean, amazing. He played with a jazz trio. Unreal, unreal. They played with it was just a bass player, piano player, and a guitar player. No drummer. Phenomenal. They sounded unreal. Saw him. I saw Larry Carlton and Richard Bona. Larry Carlton is a phenomenal studio jazz guitar player. He used to play with Steely Dan. And then Richard Bona, I've seen him twice here. One of the most amazing bass players alive. Amazing, phenomenal,
You
unreal
saw him here
bass
in
player.
Japan?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
actually got to meet him too.
what was that like? Like how is the Japanese crowd versus like an American crowd or a Hawaii crowd? Like how's the
Well,
vibe?
definitely. Well, for me, I definitely see that it's more respect here. Like people are paying, and they want to see the music. They don't want to be, they don't want any hindrances. There's more respect, so everyone's quiet. No one is talking. Everyone is watching the music and paying attention. Whereas America, I mean, I've been in concerts where people are like having full on conversations while the guy is like playing guitar, and I'm trying to listen to music, and these two people are in front of me, like blah blah blah. What did you do yesterday? Blah blah blah. It's very for me disrespectful. You
Hmm.
know. So I
But
think there's a lot more respect over here for musicians and
this is
music in
like
general.
these this concert was more like a jazz feel or
Yeah, it was at just Sapporo Jazz Festival.
oh, okay. Cause
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I see.
Yeah, I think that one was at the one of the new halls. I
Hikaru
can't remember.
or
Yeah, I think so.
Hitaru? It's like Hitaru or Hikaru or something like that. Hitaru?
Hikaru, I think. Yeah, yeah. I think it
Hikaru.
was at that hall. It was beautiful. Sounded great. Sounded amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not too many people come to Sapporo as far as people that I'd really want to see. More people in Tokyo. Like I would love to see more concerts here, man. It's a little expensive, but I do like the fact that the crowds are more manageable. There's no super drunk people like doing stupid
That
things,
would
or
be me.
you know, yeah, or just it's easier to have fun here. I think rather than I don't know. Almost every time I go to a concert in the States, something stupid happens during the crowd. It kind of pisses me off or something. I don't know.
I've been to a Eric Clapton concert here.
Really? So Eric Clapton?
Yeah, I saw him in Sapporo,
Oh,
and
how was he?
well, he was jamming, but I I wish the cloud. Oh my God, I say crowd with an L.
Oh,
I
Cloud.
I wish the crowd was more lively. I mean, I think in a jazz setting, like your setting, where the musician is kind of showcasing his skills and stuff,
Yeah,
that maybe it's better to have like a quiet crowd kind of listening.
yeah.
But all right, Clapton, man, come on, you can't have silence. It was weird. I was like one of the only person.
Like
Like I
yelling, "Oh, on a hole!"
yeah, I was the only chihuing. I was the only person chihuing. But the Japanese boy bands have a livelier crowd than Eric Clapton's concert here. It was
Well, there's a
really
reason
quiet.
why. It's because those boy bands have like 13-year-old girls over there with hormones going through the roof. That's why they're you know.
No, they're not 13-year-old. They're all like in their 20s. And then you
See,
got some like
hormones.
crazy not crazy, but you got some older people too. Like the boy bands here are crazy huge, man. The fans are from like 13 to 60, 70 years old. You got it's crazy. Have you ever been to a boy band concert here?
I have not been to any of those kind of concerts, and probably will not be.
Man, you gotta go. Well, they're gonna retire, but Arashi, I tried to
Yeah,
get you
yeah,
to go to one. Remember?
yeah, yeah. If you told me like a couple days before, I probably could have done it. But like,
Man, that's still probably the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
what? Really?
It's so weird. Yeah. Like I went to Clapton and what Eagles,
Yeah.
and I've seen some I can't remember their names, but Clapton and Eagles for sure. But the production was crazy. It's
Yeah.
like a Vegas show on steroids,
Nice.
and they basically turned the entire dome into a light show. So
Nice.
the entire dome, on every seat they put a sensor,
Yeah.
and everyone has one of these like light things that they hold, but then
Yeah.
you pair it, kind of like Bluetooth pairing. You pair it with your
Yeah.
seat, and then after you pair it with your seat, it it like automates a light show around the entire dome.
Wow.
So it essentially turned the entire dome into a light show. It was crazy.
Whoa, that's cool.
And they had all these pyrotechnics, and they kind of did like their own solo shows. One guy played the drums, one other guy did
Yeah.
like some Japanese dance, another guy did like a piano solo. Like they're pretty talented, and what amazed me was they were not using auto tune,
Oh, they were
because
actually really singing.
yeah, they were really singing and doing all
Oh,
that
wow.
dancing and kind
Yeah.
of keeping it in tune. Like you could tell because sometimes they went off tune, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
forgivable given the amount of movement they do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least they were doing it live. I mean, you can be perfect or whatever, and whatever, but I don't know. Auto tune's kind of cheating, kind of, you know.
Yeah, so it's not auto tune at all, but it was crazy. And then that was just in Sapporo. In Hawaii,
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
entered through a helicopter. They rappelled down to the stage from a helicopter. Like it's retarded, man.
Whoa. Whoa.
But yeah, but that's so sad. I can't believe that the best concert I went to was a Japanese boy band.
Okay, so that's a no, that's a good topic. So top concerts you've been. What's the name of the band again? Arashi.
Arashi.
Okay, so
Arashi.
top three or top four performances. Who else was on your list as far as like top performances you've seen like in concert?
Well, that was like production wise and like as a whole, that
Yeah.
was probably the best. The next one is Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars concert
Oh, dude.
was phenomenal. That was a crazy concert. Like
Yeah.
his horn section, like him himself,
Yeah.
like everything they did, it was
You saw
crazy.
in Japan or you saw him in Hawaii?
I saw him in Osaka.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was a lively crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Arashi's
Osaka's a little
crowd,
different. That's why.
Osaka's crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm he what I to me it wasn't anything bad because it's kind of what they do in America. So he
Yeah.
was scheduled to go on at like say 7. I don't remember the time exactly, but he was scheduled to go on at 7.
Yeah.
He showed up like 7:45.
Ooh.
But they tend to do that, right? In the US, like they show up a
Yeah, but
little later.
it's yeah. I can't believe he pulled Hawaiian time in Japan though.
Yeah, you don't do that in Japan.
Yeah,
but
you try not to do that in Japan, dude.
but it was crazy because the crowd was chanting like
Yeah.
for his name. They were chanting like,
Yeah.
Bruno, Bruno for like 30 minutes straight. And I was just
Wow.
looking around like, fuck this, I'm gonna sit down. But
Nice.
it was amazing though. That was an amazing
Yeah.
concert. His like his vocals is crazy.
Yeah. Choreography,
His
presence.
choreography, his dancing, and
Yeah.
like that was by far one of the best concerts I've been to.
Cool.
Um, Yeah, I haven't been to much concerts, but um, the next one was probably Eagles.
Oh, Eagles, nice.
Yeah, only because the crowd was an American crowd, so I felt
Yeah,
more energy from it.
yeah.
Like, I think if I was in the Clapton concert in an American crowd, it would have been
Yeah.
a much better experience.
Oh, dude, I can imagine when they hit Layla.
Man, that was like the most liveliest I've seen the crowd during that song. All of them went crazy when he started playing
Nice.
Layla.
Yeah, classic. And then Wonderful Tonight.
He didn't play it. He didn't play
Oh,
Wonderful
really?
Tonight. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
there's a different set of songs that's popular in Japan. So I guess
Hmm.
that wasn't one of them. He didn't play
Uh,
that, and he didn't play I Shot the Sheriff.
oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I was really sad.
Dude.
That was the one thing I wanted to see him
Yeah,
play. But he did play Cocaine. I was the most liveliest, I
yeah,
think, during that.
yeah.
It was
Nice,
like me and
nice.
four other foreign people yelling Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine. Cocaine.
Yeah.
We know
Oh
what
my
the
god.
song's about.
Yeah, they don't know.
All right, so any other ones stick out to you?
Um, any other ones? Just after that, so these were like the high profile bands, and the rest were all like local bands in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Um, there was this one. What is it called? Is it Birthday Bash? I forgot what the event is called. I think it's called Birthday Bash, but I was back. I was a high school student, I think, and then so I was a high school student, and somebody had some connection to the band, uh, 10 Feet. Do you
Hmm.
know 10 Feet?
Nope.
Really? You don't know 10
Nope.
Feet?
Nope. Never heard of them.
Bruh. What the fuck? Really?
I'm not a local person, dude. I don't know any local music, dude.
Oh my god. Anyway, man, you gotta listen to some of their old stuff. But yeah. So they were playing at Waikiki Shell. They have a lot
Yeah.
of local artists play there, and then um, so some of us. I wasn't there playing the horn section, but some
Yeah.
of the my classmates were playing in the horn section,
Mhm.
and I just went to watch. But I went there and I was in the crowd videotaping, and um, this guy next to me offered me weed, and I was
Imagine
like,
that.
"Oh, well,
Thanks.
thank you, good sir."
I appreciate there.
But I was in high school, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I didn't know that it was recording for like a school event,
yeah.
or not school event, but somebody showed it in one of my classes. I don't know, and my eyes were just red. It's just red, and I'm like, I have like this smile, and I'm like giving an interview. I'm being interviewed for something for school, and when that played, holy
Yeah,
shit, man! The way the teacher looked at me,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was like, "The fuck did you do?"
I'm so disappointed in you, Chad.
He didn't say it because there was
Yeah, but his
nothing.
eyes said it.
Yeah. Oh, your mic's cracking again.
Sup-Sapporo Dosanko life. Alright, let's go!
Where did we leave off?
You talking about you getting busted by your teacher?
No, I didn't get busted. I,
Oh, your teacher was like, "Give you dirty stink eye."
yeah. So the teacher just gave me this look like, you motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
But
you look stoned.
Yeah, and then the class was looking at me too because everybody knew, like,
Oh yeah, they knew.
like everyone
Yeah,
knew.
yeah,
It's
but
just I didn't know.
half of them were like, "Damn, Chad, I wish it, yeah, you look baked, and you look baked, you look super cool, man." And the other half was like, "Man, why were you on video, dude?"
Yeah, I don't. I was being interviewed. I was just
Yeah,
talking. It's a good thing I didn't have any of that like while I was smoking, like on camera,
nice,
because then that would have been
nice.
no, that would have been not nice. I would have been in so
Yeah.
much trouble if I if they caught me smoking on camera. Cause I deny everything. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. That
I
was a
just stand
clove
there.
cigarette.
It was
Yeah,
everyone else around me. I just got secondhand high.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what it was. They forced me to do it.
But that'll probably be one of my better ones.
Nice. Let me see for
Uh,
me. So I've seen about 70 concerts, I think, probably.
damn.
See, top concerts. Oh, okay, so one of my top concerts was I got to see all the original members of Kiss. I was a huge Kiss fan when I was in high school. I learned all of the songs on bass. I'm a big Gene Simmons fan. When they got back together, I saw them in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Phillips Arena, I think, and man, they played this song called Detroit Rock City. It's a super famous song. They played the first song, and I was weeping like a little girl, man.
You
I
cry
was tearing
again?
up, dude. I was crying out. I never thought I'd see my heroes live, dude. They were fantastic, man. They were awesome, man. Uh,
Man.
I think I think Ted Nugent and Skid Row opened up for him. It was awesome, man. Those guys are. It was great. It was a good show, man.
You make
That
me
was
feel
probably.
disconnected with myself.
Oh, bruh, you need to open your heart.
No, I'll
Open
probably
those
just
chakras, my friend. Open those chakras.
can't do it. I can't. There
All
must be
right.
something blocking me somewhere. Something deep
I
down.
don't know. You just need to get more drunk or high, dude.
Maybe. That's
Yeah.
crazy though.
No, it was awesome. Like, well, they were my heroes, dude. I never thought I'd see them because I lived in a small hick town in the middle of the ocean, dude. So I never thought I'd see like and they broke up and they said they'd never get back together. And they got back together. They did a reunion tour, and I got to go see him, and it was just they played almost all the songs I wanted to hear. I actually have a bootleg CD of that concert too. Some dude gave to me later.
Nice.
It was awesome. So that was a phenomenal concert. Who else did I see, man? Who else is on my list? Dude, actually, one of the best concerts I ever seen was Men at Work. You know that song Down Under? I come from a land down
Oh
under.
yeah. I do.
Dude, went there with my friend, and I was thinking they're gonna be all right, but dude, the guy was phenomenal. His voice was incredible. They were like super good, man. There was a great crowd. They sounded amazing. The guy's voice was phenomenal. It was great voice. Excellent band. I saw them. Oh man, who else? Well, Tommy Emmanuel. That's definitely one of the top ones for me. But dude, you know who blew me away, dude? I
Cool.
will say this guy tripped me up. Weird Al Yankovic, dude.
Oh, that guy's pretty good though, actually.
Dude, that guy is awesome.
Yeah,
I saw him twice. The first time I saw him, he blew my mind. The guy is nonstop, dude. An hour and a half. He's singing and dancing and doing a song, and then he transitions like a TV. You know, they put on a TV monitor and play some funny stuff, and he comes back on with a different outfit, and he's nonstop, bro, for like an hour and a half. The guy
nice.
was unreal. His band was super tight. He was a really good performer. He sang all of his songs perfectly. Um, he had this one song. He goes into the crowd and was sitting on people's laps and like doing funny things to them and stuff. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen, bro. Like unreal.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he
no
was.
one really talks about the background, like the house band. That the house
Yeah.
band can make a performance, man.
Oh no, dude! His band is professional because they have to play like all these different genres of music and play it exactly like the CD.
Hmm.
Yeah, those guys are unreal, dude. And they were doing skits with him too. They were doing like a virgin. They did like a surgeon. They did like the Flintstone rock. They dressed up like Fred Flintstone and stuff. They were doing all the get ups and the costumes with him too. It was unreal. It was great, man. It was probably one of the best. Definitely one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Who do you think would be like today's Weird Al? Do you think there's anyone that compares to him?
I no, I'm sure there's some people in YouTube, but I don't know. That YouTube is so vast now. I mean, there's so many people on YouTube. It's easy to get lost. I have no idea.
Uh,
But yeah, that was good, man. I've seen some really good concerts, man. I've seen some unreal, like top level genius musicians, man, play. Yeah, unreal.
yeah.
So actually, probably last thing we should probably talk about. So, any artists in Japan you want to see? Any Japanese artists you want to see?
Besides Arashi.
Yeah.
Man, I honestly I don't know. I don't know a lot of Japanese bands, but if I had to, um, oh, I want to see Dreams Come True. Actually,
Dreams
yeah,
Come True.
yeah, Dreams
Never
Come
heard of it.
True. They're this Japanese pop band, but they kind of play like some funk. Uh,
Oh, cool, man.
yeah, they're like I don't know. I think it's something up your alley. You might like it's like funk.
Cool.
They have like this 80ish sound.
Yeah.
They have a horn section. The singer is
Oh,
really
interesting.
good,
Cool.
and then they're also from Hokkaido.
Oh, nice. Got to
Yeah,
represent the home island, man.
I believe they're from Hakodate, but I gotta double check. I think they're
Oh,
from
like
Hakodate.
Glay. Like Glay.
Glay, yeah.
Ah. So like for me, as far as bands, I like Inca. So like I would love to see what's her name? What's her name? Ishikawa Sayuri. Man, she's a
I don't know Inca.
phenomenal. Oh man, I like her. She's an amazing. Ishikawa Sayuri, I think her name is. She's an amazing Inca artist. I would love. She was supposed to come to Hokkaido this year, but Corona. I would love to have seen
That
her.
sounds familiar though. That name. I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah, you've heard her song. She's like super famous. She's like the after Misora Hibari. She's like the next Inca person, man. She's amazing.
I like singing Inca at like
Yeah, yeah,
karaoke and
yeah,
girls bar.
yeah. I need to practice that too, man. That's on my list, man.
But I just make it up. Like
just add the vibrato in the end.
I I I I like to have them choose a song
Yeah,
and then
you just like
I
try to sing it.
sing it. I try to sing it. I just sing in tonic, add
Yeah.
some vibrato.
I,
Just make sure I'm somewhere in the key.
yeah,
Make up my own. But
yeah,
they get surprised though.
yeah. Oh,
Should
I would
try.
like to see Matsuda Seiko too. I like her. I really like her, man.
Yeah,
She's a very
I like her.
awesome.
Her older stuff is good.
Yeah. I like her old stuff.
Does she have any new music?
I am not sure. I don't know. I'm a fan of her older stuff, so I like her '80s output, man. She's cute too. She's still beautiful lady.
Have you seen her recently?
Yeah.
She didn't put on the Corona 15.
The Corona 15.
Yeah. You don't know the Corona 15?
No, what's that?
Do you know the Freshman 15?
No.
You don't know? Freshman 15 is your first year in college, the freshman.
Yeah.
You usually gain about 15 pounds. So they call it the Freshman 15. So the Corona 15. Everyone's staying home,
15.
not exercising, eating. So everyone's getting fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I lost a little weight. I gained a little bit of weight last week.
I'm just gaining weight. I'm drinking a lot recently.
Oh, dude. Start running, my friend.
Yeah, no. I hate running.
Yeah, me too,
I
but
don't
it's
know how
fun.
you do it.
I like it.
I
It's
don't
fun,
know how
dude.
you do it. No, it's
Just
not.
do
It's
it.
torture.
Nah,
I'd
it's
rather
actually
spar. I'd rather spar than go running.
yeah.
That's how
I
much
don't
I
know. It's
hate it.
fun. I hate running too, dude. But like, I don't know what. It's addicting, dude. After I started running, it's like, wow, this is like really fun, man.
I don't get it.
Yep. I think I might eventually enter some marathons. I think
Oh
it's
my
it's in my
god.
yeah, it's in my future.
That's amazing though. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am not running. I This is how much I hate running. I'd rather spar and get hit in the head
Yeah.
than go running.
That's a
Like
good point.
I don't know, man. I can't do it. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. I hated running too, but then I hated running when I was 260 pounds, so
That's good though.
impossible.
I hated running even when I was skinny.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
It's
hated running when I
just
was a kid, so this
yeah.
was my enemy, man.
When I
I
was a
like it now.
kid,
It's fun.
I could run, but I
Yeah.
still hated it. Yeah, it's just something about it, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day I can find the passion to run.
Nice. Do
Yeah,
it.
I have
And
a student that um he enters marathons every year, 5
yeah.
marathons a year, and he's
Oh.
like 69.
Oh, dude, he must be in major health, major good
He
health.
is. Yeah. All right. So should we end it?
All
Any
right,
last
good times,
words?
man. Let's see here. Well, let's stay. Please join us next week. We'll find a topic here this week, and we'll light it up again and try and talk about it, and hit subscribe, and please share, and let's hang out. We might eventually have some guests on here too, so it'd be kind of cool to get a third person in here, get some interesting perspectives about certain things we can talk about.
Hopefully. I really do want to get a guest on here. So hopefully we
Oh,
can
I
get
got
someone on.
I got lots of people, man.
You got you
Gotta
got
find
anyone in
somebody.
mind?
I got a couple friends, man. I got some interesting people.
What are you thinking? What kind of people are they?
Well, I got some friends. I have lots of martial arts friends. I've got musician friends. I've got some friends all over the world: France, Bulgaria, England,
Russia.
yeah, Russia too.
Yeah, let's get that motherfucker on.
Yeah. It's gonna be a slugfest via Zoom.
I can hold a grudge.
Yes, you can, my friend.
How long has that been?
All right.
It's been like 4 years.
I don't remember, 3 years, been
3 years.
yeah, 2, something like that.
Oh, I really want to get the kind on if you can. Pro gamer. Maybe we can get a pro
Oh,
gamer on.
James, helping Hans.
Helping Hans.
Let's do it, man. Helping Hans, dude. We'll bring you on. Let's ask him if he wants to do an interview, dude.
I have like a drink because he likes to drink in games sometimes.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget what he
Well,
calls
let's do
it.
some
Like
drinking games.
he
Yeah.
does like a no, not a drinking game. Like he drinks and game. Like his
Drink,
drunken.
yeah, drunk fest, kind of like
Yeah.
drunken gaming.
Yeah.
We can do like drunken Sapporo in Japan episode.
Yeah.
Super ripped episode. But
That'd be
major
great.
editing afterwards, though.
No. All right.
All right.
All
Peace
right.
out.
Shoots.
Latest.